Good afternoon, class. Our subject today will be about wine. Wine is one of those things that's been around forever. Culturally, if you understand the background and how long it's been around, it can be much more appreciated. The first thing in enjoying your wine is to have the correct glass. If you're a true wine drinker like myself, it could be a plastic cup, it could be served from a box, but it's nothing like that smooth, creamy taste of a white or red wine. This is one of my guest wine glasses. It's Mikasa. It's about maybe 10 ounces. I like to fill it up halfway. Wouldn't want my guests to be slightly intoxicated when they leave my event or gathering. They wouldn't be able to return. Anyway, glass is very important. You get major style points for formal events. However, if you're a true wine drinker, plastic mug will be fine. Let's start out by talking about the various types of wines. This particular brand is Beringer. It's grown out of California. It's a two-vine wine, two grapes. However, meaning that they take two of the finest white grapes, mix them together, and they come up with Chardonnay. Chardonnay is the highest content of alcohol in wine, which is around 13%. This particular Beringer has a smooth, light, and fruity taste for those who just want a light little taste with their fish or shrimp. Also, food pairing wise, the wine gods or experts recommend that white wines be paired with white dishes or white meats such as fish, shrimp, or even some fruits. Again, Beringer is grown in California. It's a homegrown wine. Traditionally, wines are grown in Germany, Italy, and France. However, the United States has came a long ways in their wine growing procedures. Next, we'll talk about red wines. Glenallen, one of my favorites. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. Two very popular types of red wines. You have your Merlots and you have your Cab. The Cab is a little less heavy, a little less dry. Excellent to be paired with steaks, pork chops, or any type of red meats. A lot of the wine manufacturers are refraining from using corks for the tops. Now the rubber type corks, they retain the fermentation where it gives you a sweeter taste and also a less bitter taste. Once the wine is fermented and is aged, even with the cork, traditional cork, they found that some of the fermentation escapes, which gives you a more bitter taste. The rubber tops actually prevents the fermentation. Also, wines are kept in a dark cellar to age. Less exposure to sunlight keeps the wine almost at its original state. That's our red wine. Next, we'll talk about another white. You have your Sauvignon Blanc. This particular brand is Kendall Jackson. One of my favorites. This also, you can pair this with any type of white meat, fish, shrimp. Also, if you're having a little pre-dinner party, a little meet and greet, cheese, grapes, any type of fruit. However, to caution, make sure that your wine is sweeter than your fruit, or the wine will appear to taste bitter. The Blanc is basically your entry-level wine. It's a mixture of various white wines. Also with the white wines, you have your Riesling and your Moscatos. Those are more like bitter, sweet wines. Kendall Jackson's been around for 100 years. They make all different types of wine. The Blanc is basically the entry-level wine. Wines typically come in 12-ounce bottles. However, you can go up to 16 ounces. Typically, any grocery store, your Publix, your Winn-Dixie, your Kroger's, your Ames, whatever geographic location you may be in the country, you'll always have a wine section of the store. Wine is absolutely big nowadays. It's not as harsh as alcohol. It's not as fattening as beer. One 8-ounce glass of wine will probably run you about 200 calories compared to about 500 with beer. And your mixed drinks, along with the carbonated chaser as well as the alcohol itself, can run you way over 500 calories per serving. Imagine drinking 3 to 4 glasses. That's a full dinner worth of calories. Wines come with less calories, so less alcohol content, where you don't get yourself in trouble. Hey, do we have any questions so far on wine? We'll be proceeding with another lesson next week. This is Wine 101. We'll proceed with Wine 202. Have a nice day.